Hello and welcome to Game 3 in this magnificent set of matches between Australia and South Africa. It's coming to you today from the Wanderers Stadium in Johannesburg. Well, there's always a great deal of intensity when these two teams play. They're always very evenly matched. Who can forget those two great matches at the World Cup? Indeed, even this series tied 1-1. And head-to-head, that is how they stand. 41 matches played, 20 to South Africa, 20 to Australia. This is one of the great sporting confrontations of our time. Australia versus South Africa. And this is the decider of this little mini-series coming to you, as I said, from the Wanderers in Johannesburg. Good day in Johannesburg. A lot depended on the pitch, though. With the pitch report, here's Dave Richardson.
Once again, it looks as if we've got a pretty good one-day pitch prepared for us today. If we have a closer look at the wicket, you'll see that the surface is pretty dry and there's very little grass. But I suspect that underneath this, there's quite a bit of moisture. With all the rain around, it's very likely to be so. So early in the morning, I think that there's going to be quite a lot of help and assistance for the seam bowlers. We've also got to have a look over here where you see quite a few cracks. And this might offer some assistance to the spinners later in the day. So it's going to be a tricky toss for the captain and a tricky decision to make. On the whole, though, I think certainly the captain who wins the toss might like to bowl first.
Dave Richardson, former wicketkeeper of South Africa. That was his view. Now, what actually happened at the toss? Let's go and join Trevor Quirk, who's with the two captains.
Alan Smith of England is the match referee, as usual, for this series. And Sean Pollock, the home captain, will spin. Steve Waugh of Australia will call. Calls heads again. And it comes up tails. So Sean Pollock, South Africa, have won the toss. Sean, what are you going to do?
We're going to have a ball.
Thinking behind that?
Oh, well, it looks like we might be a bit in the wicket, so hopefully we can use it to advantage and then also know what we have to chase.
Yes, and you don't have to worry about bowling after dark and those sort of things.
There's no dew factor to worry us today.
This pitch looks very similar to the one at Newlands and looks as though it might have a bit of pace and bounce in it.
Yeah, I think the Wanderers wicket has had a bit of bounce and pace lately, so we'll just have to wait and see how it produces.
Didn't do too well with that pace and bounce at Newlands.
We'll try and turn it around for you quickly.
Any changes in your side?
We've got two changes. We've got the local boy Andrew Hall's in, and Dave Callahan's out, and Mackenzie's out, and we've brought in Nicky Boyer.
So you've got a spinner?
Yes, we have. We've got that extra option.
1-1 in the series. This is a very important match.
Yeah, we're in a situation where we can win the series, so we're chuffed about that, and we're looking to put a good performance in.
Have a good match.
Thanks, Quick.
Steve, how do you feel about the toss?
Oh, I think the toss is irrelevant in most one-day games, so I'm quite happy to bat first.
What do you think of the pitch? It looks very similar to the one at Newlands the other day.
It does. It looks an excellent wicket, and, you know, the best team will win the game today.
Now, your bowlers bowled extremely well. They got bounce, and they bowled a good line. The fielding was very keen, and I know that was an aspect you weren't very happy with in Durban.
Yeah, we certainly picked our game up. We talked about how we could improve, and the intensity was much better, and hopefully today it'll be the same as the last game.
Sean said that he wants to bowl first because he feels there's a bit in there early on.
Oh, well, I mean, that's his job as captain to read the wicket, but for me it looks pretty flat.
1-1 in the series, so this is the decider.
Yeah, it's an exciting game. You know, there's going to be a big crowd today. There's a lot on the match, and we want to finish off a year on a high note, so we're going to be out there giving 100%.
Good luck to you.
Yeah, thank you.
No changes then in that Australian team. Waugh, Gilchrist, Damien Martin, Michael Bevan, the captain Steve Waugh, and then that late batting Andrew Simon, Shane Lee, Ian Harvey, who's been preferred in this match, then Shane Warne, Brett Lee, and Glenn McGrath. But for South Africa, just a couple of changes. Andrew Hall comes in there, as indeed does Nicky Boyer, and they replace Neil Mackenzie and Dave Callahan. Apart from that, Kirsten Gibbs, Cullis, Rhodes, Boucher, Klusner, they're so strong down the order there. Sean Pollock at number 9, Nanti Hayward, and Makaya Ntini. It should be quite a match. Right, let's get to the action right away. Let's join the highlights. It's the first ball. It's Sean Pollock bowling to Mark Waugh. Right, so off the very first ball, Mark Waugh off the mark. It's always a good feeling when that happens.
Steered away on the offside. Mark Waugh will be thinking of 2. That's nicely picked up on the boundary. Kirsten does some sterling work down there. In comes his throw. 2 to Mark Waugh. The score 6 for none. Oh, he's beaten the outside edge. That's well bowled. Yes, he had him stretching for that one. That was actually a good length. Short delivery, once again pulled away down towards square leg. There's a sweeper back there, and Nanti, no, it's not Nanti Hayward, it's Mackay Natini does the fielding. Every now and again, a short delivery to Gilchrist, because they've got a man back hoping to catch him in the deep. Very nearly happened in Durban, actually.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be that short. Makarantini had to make a long way around to his left. You can just see the outfield just a little bit damp.
Oh, straight down the ground. It's in the air. This could be out. This is going to be caught. Yes, got in. That's the end of Gilchrist. That's a big wicket. Kirsten takes the catch. Boy, did he keep his eye on that one. He had to go a long way, Gary Kirsten. Moved around, caught it eventually at around about mid-off. Well, that wicket, that all-important wicket I was talking about, has now fallen. The danger man, Gilchrist, is on his way back to the pavilion.
Well, brilliant bowling by Pollock. He's kept that length. Gilchrist going over the top. He didn't hit it quite right. He spliced it. Gary Kirsten, a difficult catch. He takes it comfortably, and this Wanderers crowd, they erupt. They know how important that wicket was. Gilchrist gone for 10. Australia 22 for 1.
Right, so number 30 for Australia is Damien Martin. Now, I suppose the big question is, can he do what he did in Cape Town? I doubt it very much. That's one of the better half-centuries that I've seen in one-day cricket, and it's very seldom you put that sort of knock back-to-back, but he is a danger man as well. Oh, and he's gone to try and smash that way over the top. Perhaps he's had to look up at the scoreboard and realised 26 balls for 8. This is the sort of pressure. If you can keep a batsman quiet for a while, then all of a sudden this sort of thing happens. Oh, and that beats the outside edge as well. They're beginning to find their length now, their length and their line. And as a result, they're starting to beat the bat a little bit.
Lovely delivery, and he's got the outside edge, I think. Yes, he has. Mark Waugh has decided to walk. Mananta Hayward has bowled beautifully to him. That was a magnificent delivery. A little bit of movement away from the right-hander, and that is a huge breakthrough for South Africa.
What a delivery. That is just what we need. Absolutely no doubt about it.
So, delight for the South Africans. Lovely shape, seam nice and straight, just going away a fraction, faint tickle, and Mark Boucher takes a very, very simple catch.
How important is that wicket now, Mike? 28 for 2. Yeah, and Michael Bevan, another important player in world cricket and one-dayers. What credentials he's got. 4,500 odd runs, an average of over 50.
Swing again, and a lovely shot from Michael Bevan, so he's got off the mark. Bit of a misfield. And it's got to be said that Mackay did very well to save the boundary. And Michael Bevan, who's always very quick between the wickets, scoots back for 3 runs. He's got a nick, he's gone. So Shaun Pollock has picked up another huge wicket for South Africa. Goodness me, you've got Mark Gilchrist and now Damien Martin. 3 wonderful players. And Pollock has picked up Martin with something was, got to be said, was perhaps a little bit too wide.
Well, just the wicket that South Africa needed now. And Damien Martin, a little bit loose outside off. Just flirted with it. He doesn't get across. At times, I believe it leads to his downfall. And he's playing well, and he's got his eye in, he's hitting the ball. Much better player than up front, and the ball's moving around. And South Africans have believed they can get him outside there. It's a big wicket for them.
So Martin goes for 6. Australia now 37 for 3. Playing his 295th one-day international, average of nearly 32. Well, he's got that away through mid-on. That's a very, very good shot from Michael Bevan. And a very important boundary for Australia. 5 runs from the over, but also the wicket of Damien Martin. 42 for 3. No ball called, and a glorious stroke in front of square on the offside for 4. Certainly a loose delivery from Jacques Callis.
Yeah, to Michael Bevan, that's meat and drink, wide of the crease. I see him just overstepping ever so slightly, short, and Michael Bevan puts that away.
53 Australia, and Jacques Callis to continue. Michael Bevan's got that one away. Gary Kirsten got some work to do. He's not going to get there, and that's a very, very good boundary. First up off Callis. He hasn't found his range yet, and time for a change in the commentary box. It'll now be Garth Roux and Tony Gregg.
Thanks, Mike. Yes, what a miss that could turn out to be. Bevan, deadly dangerous. Well, he's out there at the moment with Steve Waugh, one of the great fighters in world cricket. Well played. He's got it past backward point. Jonty, I think, might have slipped a little bit there. Didn't quite get his hand to that one. We've seen one or two of the players just struggle to grip with their spikes. Just watch the shot again.
Yes, there we go. Places it beautifully. And you're quite right. The ground a little bit moist underfoot.
Bad delivery though, Garth. Short outside off stump. You can't bowl there to decent players. Oh, did he drop it? Did he squeeze it? Natini puts his hand up to his mouth as if it's gone down. Boucher, surely he hasn't dropped one. Well, now then, this one went flying off the bat. Oh yes, I think this is going to be a drop catch. Another one down. Oh yes, that's 2 down. You just cannot do this at this level. Down the next side, yes, no, yes, no. Well, there was a big deflection, a clonky noise, but the umpire says not out. Probably quite right too. We'll come back and have a look. 60 for 3.
Well, it's been all action here today. Nicks galore, people walking. Down the leg side it goes. I'd say it's off the thigh pad. Very good decision under huge pressure from umpire Mitchley.
Oh, well bowled. That was pitched just outside leg stump, I think. I think that's probably what happened. Klusner is always very wide on the crease. And the umpire there, I think, certainly the way I read it from up here, probably giving the batsman the benefit of the doubt. Didn't even hit him on the foot, on the knee, but definitely pitched outside leg stump. Oh, and what a delivery. Makai Natini is letting it rip. That one bounced and was quick. 62 for 3. Well, that's into the gap. Running away. Bevan's the man who's the danger now. Will it get there? It won't. That's great fielding. Wonderful fielding on the boundary. Real commitment on the part of the South Africans. Well, something we've seen from both these sides.
Yeah, Jonty Rhodes, we've watched him many, many times, but the thing about this Wanderers outfield is it almost gets quicker as it gets towards the fence.
Into the gap. That's well played by Stephen Waugh. That'll be a relief for him. Oh, well, then he was holding onto the ball down there, got very close to the rope, probably didn't quite reach it. Good fielding though.
It's a quick man, Nicky Boyer.
Oh, it's hit the stump down the other end and knocked it out. Middle stump down. However, no one there to put a finger on it, and so a comfortable single. Whew.
Just leg side. Steve Waugh is such a good work with the ball. Anything towards the pads is going to disappear for 4. It's a very good shot. Well, that's a lovely shot again. They're trying to scamper through for a single. They do it quite easily in the end. Some good fielding first from Klusner, which is more of a case, I think, of him being in the way, and then the stumps are knocked out. Got him! What a wonderful delivery! Goodness me, that was from close to the stumps. You haven't seen Lance Klusener do that for a long time. And he's got one right through Michael Bevan and disturbed the furniture. That is absolutely outstanding bowling.
The crowd have gone berserk. Absolutely brilliant stuff. The culmination of some brilliant bowling by Klusener and also to Mackay and Team in the other end. They've maintained the pressure, and suddenly the one that comes back into Bevan, bang goes the middle stump. Bails go flying, and that's a well-deserved wicket for the South Africans. Bevan goes for 33. Australia now lose their fourth with a score at 82.
24 years of age, playing his 26th game. Average of 32.4 runs per 6 balls faced. Almost 6. That's very impressive. It's in the air, but it's safe enough. Steve Waugh having a full go at that one. Steve Waugh's had a go at that. He's hit that one beautifully. There was no doubt that he was looking to line up one or two of these deliveries, and he's got it away for a much-needed boundary for Australia.
Yeah, that's a much-needed boundary, and I must say, for Steve Waugh, that's a bit of a slog. It's a good length delivery, and you won't see that in any textbook.
Slow ball. Steve Waugh, or Andrew Simons rather, down the track. There's a field underneath it. It should be gone. It is. It's been taken. So Lance Klusener, some very, very good thinking. Andrew Simons, we know, is an aggressive player. Andrew Hall was the catcher, and he fell for the old 3-card trick. It was in the air for a long time, and Hall took a very good catch.
Lovely bowling from Lance Klusener. Slower delivery. Simons looking to hit it over long off, but the slow delivery made him hit it square. Andrew Hall, no problem. Big wicket for South Africa. So Australia lose their 5th. Simons very, very disappointed, but good deception by Lance Klusener. So Simons goes for 6. Australia 107 for 5.
Shane Lee, 26 years of age, playing his 41st game, average of under 18.
Oh, great shot, well fielded, well fielded. A little stutter from Shane Lee, and boy, he was nearly in trouble down that far end. Great fielding by, oh, he's a good fielder, isn't he? He's taken the catch in the deep Kirsten today, and that was a really good effort. Oh, well in! What a great delivery! A magnificent delivery from Callis. He's been a bit wayward today. That was a fast Yorker right at the base of off stump, and it's lying there dead flat. What a wicket, big breakthrough.
Well, what a good wicket for South Africa this time. Just the delivery you want. And not easy as a batter to stop Jock Callis at that pace. If he gets it right at your feet, and you got no price. Just late on it, it's well bowled. Well, score now 114 for 6.
He's just 28 years of age, no centuries.
Ian Harvey, there's his record. Not suggesting that he's going to come in here and win the game for them. Certainly 43, the highest score a long time ago.
Oh, well played, beautiful shot. Well, that was just as wide. He's got onto that one, though. I think that perhaps tells you something about the way this guy plays. He's a bit like Pat Simcox, actually. He's not about to hang around.
No, he's not. That's a top shot. That is a really good shot, nicely balanced. Hands following the line of the ball. Callis knows that he wasn't too far away from maybe something happening there.
Big appeal for LBW. Might have been a bit of bat in that one. It's the end of the over, 126 for 6. Andrew Hall continuing. Straight drive, great shot. That's a wonderful shot. This Australian captain, boy, when the chips are down, he does come to the party. Lovely straight drive.
Well, as good a shot you'll see here today. Nice and straight, nicely balanced, as you say. Just when the chips are down, Steve Waugh seems to come to the party, and he does it against South Africa.
Waugh's got this incredible ability to hit these spinners these days out of the ground. He's very severe on him, and I suspect that Pollock thinks that these conditions suit his medium paces. He's coming back for the second. It's going for Waugh. Oh, I tell you what, a direct hit there would have had him. They asking for a replay anyhow. Waugh congratulates his partner, says good call, while the umpire asks for a replay. A direct hit would have had him.
Yeah, I'm afraid so, but I think Steve Waugh knows he's made it quite easily. He's comfortable, and he will know. A flat throw through to the right end, there's no doubt about it. Well, as you say, direct hit. Well, could have done the job, but he's safe.
Yes, one has to say it had been very close. However, from Australia's point of view, all is well that ends well.
Just over the top of mid-wicket, Jacques Kallis it was, and he's got himself a boundary in Harvey. Shaun Pollock quite annoyed with himself, straying towards that leg stump. And a very big boundary in this over off Pollock. And that's it. That brings up his 50. It's his 40th 50 for Australia in the one-day international game. And what an important innings this has been so far from the Aussie skipper. Through here, Steve Waugh giving himself some room, a ball on middle stump, and it's knocked the middle stump out of the ground. That is a very, very important wicket for South Africa.
Well, what a wicket to get at a stage like this. Steve Waugh beautifully set, 51 to his name, and in came the man with a peroxided hair, bowled it dead straight, the perfect line. If you miss, I'm going to hit. And hit he did.
Certainly gave himself lots of room, Steve Waugh. And Anta Hayward doing the job, working on the adage that if the batsman misses, he's going to hit. So Steve Waugh goes for a well-played 51, Australia 149 for 7. Shane Warne getting a huge rise as he walks out on the ground. I must say that I'm not that keen about that, because he is a magnificent cricketer. And I know that he's one of those guys that you love to hate, but he is an enormous talent. 30 years of age, averaging just over 12. He did say in a conversation with me yesterday, Garth, that he doesn't mind it one bit. Leg side, he's picked it away, and he's got a boundary. That's good positioning from Ian Harvey. There were two men back, one at fine leg, one behind square. Couldn't stop it. 155 for 7. Shane Warne's decided to have a go at that, and he's hit that very well indeed. 6 runs, that's a very good stroke from Shane Warne. And Mackay and Tini's figures have basically been destroyed with that one blow. Australia 166 for 7. So, very good blow from Shane Warne. The last ball of Mackay and Tini's 9th over. Wasn't all that short, he picked it up beautifully and dispatched it in the stands.
Klusner continuing. Oh, straight down the ground, firmly struck too. This one will be cut off though. Will they think about 2? No, they won't. Yes, well, is it going to be Shane Warne's day with the bat? 11 runs off 17 balls. That last shot beautifully played away, isn't it? In the air and wide and wide. Well, the slipper's purposely placed himself wide, hoping that they'll be able to pick one up wide there, and Kallis diving to his left. It was far too wide for the wicketkeeper Boucher. Another opportunity goes begging. The end of the over, and the score 176 for 7. Well, that's a very good shot. Whipped away on the onside. That's 4. I mentioned a little while ago, both these batsmen love it relatively straight and up, and it's boundaries like this that could make the difference in this match.
Yeah, and Lance Klusner this over, just bowling a couple of loose deliveries, full toss there. Brilliant again, John T. Rhodes. Unbelievable. Look at Shane Warne, he can't believe it.
Hayward. Oh, and that's a little close. Perhaps it bounced too much. Yes, I think we can now say, Procky, that they're going to start going for it. Oh, that's gone away very fine. Hayward, will he get there? Oh, no, he won't. Those are valuable runs. Very, very valuable. Stumps all over the place. Beautiful delivery from Callis. Well, if you want to bowl the last over, you're probably going to be told by your captain to bowl it up and straight. That was up and straight, and the woodwork has been disturbed.
Jacques Callis comes to the fore when it counts. These were the important couple of overs. He had bowled 2 good balls. Harvey gives himself room again, and it's the leg stump Yorker. The leg stump goes flying. What a sight for a bowler, particularly in this circumstances. The crowd, they're on their feet again. Harvey goes for 38. 201 for 8.
Last over of the innings. Shane Warne over the top. Is he? Oh, just over the top. Back for the second. Is this going to reach the boundary? No, it won't. They'll end up settling for 2. Oh, he's hit that one high, straight down the ground. This is going to be out caught. Caught it long on. Yes, that's the end of Shane Warne. Actually, he hit it pretty well. Nicky Boyer, coming around from his position at wideish deep long on, has taken the catch. That's the end of Shane Warne. A really good contribution in the circumstances.
The big one from Shane Warne. It's not quite short enough. He couldn't get enough elevation on it, but he got enough elevation for Boyer to take a good catch, running around from the long-on boundary. And a big wicket, because runs now are vital. Shane Warne has done Australia proud. A very, very good innings indeed. Caught Boyer, bowled Pollock 32 for 44 balls, 2 boundaries, 1 of 4 and 1 of 6.
It's an average of 3.9, no century. Let's have a look at this. Oh, he's bowled it. That's the end. That's the end of the Australian innings. Lee obviously trying to heave that one away down towards deep square leg. So, South Africa bowled out, Australia bowled out by the South Africans for 205. Oh, beautiful ball, beautiful delivery, bang on target. Oh, what a delivery. What a delivery. I think that one must have gone between the pads and the leg stump. How did that miss the stumps?
Well, it's certainly, there it is. It's his quickest to date, 152, and, well, beat Gary Kirsten all ends up. He looks a bit bemused as Gary Kirsten. It swung into him and missed the leg stump and missed the pads. Goodness me, you don't see that too often.
In the air, dropped him. Very difficult one. It was very close to the ground, so that justifies that decision. Shane Lee, I think, got a finger on that one. I might be wrong. It may not quite have got to him, but it just looked to me if it was a chance. Let's have another look.
Toe of the bat, so it was going down. Couldn't really tell from that angle. But Andrew Hall very late on this.
Oh, and, well, now then, I think that might have been thigh pad. The umpire, let's keep an eye on him. Yeah, leg by signalled. Boy, but didn't it fly? It was almost fast enough to think it was off the bat.
Yeah, this is rapid pace, really. This is top quality fast bowling. I haven't seen this for a long time. Just look at this. It swings in, hits him on the pad, and flies to first slip.
That's a magnificent delivery. Kirsten stumps the line all over the place. Well, I've got to say that he looked a little bit suspect out there, Kirsten, today. The ball swinging back at him. He's been lucky to survive this far, but what a delivery. High-pace swing and a magnificent bit of bowling.
Fast bowling at its best. Overpitched, it's a full toss, but Kirsten late on it, gets the inside edge, onto the off stump, middle stump goes flying. And goodness me, are we having an exhibition of quality fast bowling. Kirsten gone for one. South Africa 9 for 1. Herschel Gibbs just looking a little bit apprehensive. Not surprising. His 59th match for his country, 300s, over 1,600 runs, averaging just under 31. Highest 125 against the West Indies, Port Elizabeth.
Oh, good shot. Well played. Straight down the ground. Not quite off the middle of the bat. It's running away down there. Bevan gets it. They'll come back for the second. No ball called as well. So McGrath just over the front line. Oh, and that's just missed the stumps. That's 4. Boy, was that close to leg stump. Glenn McGrath can't believe it. He's got the old teapot stance going, which is the sort of stance one does when he's not too happy. What a good delivery. That one nipped back a little bit.
Yeah, and Gibbs' feet nowhere. He just played from the crease. Played slightly across the line, really. He's just a bit out of touch as Herschel Gibbs. He's got to get those feet moving. Look, he just stands inside edge, past the leg stump. But he'll take it.
Oh, that's out. That's RBW. Yes, he's given him. That one nipped back. You cannot shoulder arms to Glenn McGrath when the ball is pitched close to that off stump. He has this ability to bring it back. And, well, that's out. Gibbs, unfortunately, and it can happen early on, sometimes misread the length. Have another look.
Stone dead. That's going to hit, well, it's going to hit middle and leg, not even off stump or middle and off. That's middle and leg. It came back. And umpire Cyril Mitchley, yeah, no chance at all. Glenn McGrath has a few words to Herschel Gibbs. He departs for 4. South Africa struggling. 19 for 2.
And, of course, now Jacques Callis wanders out to the centre. A wonderful player. He's going to be tested out here as well.
That's a bit of a loose one, and Andrew Hall has taken full toll of that. That's a very good shot. It was short and wide, but you still got to put it away. Hall's done it. 36 for 2.
Well, I'm sure he'd be happy with that. Jock Callis and Andrew Hall. Short outside off stump, and Hall doesn't make any effort to keep it down. Goes over the top and relieves the pressure beautifully for himself. There's no doubt. It's just what he needed. I'm sure Callis will be happy with that as well.
Laid away. It's running away down towards third man. Nicely picked up down there. In comes the throw. The standard in the field has been pretty high today. Well, I should qualify that by saying that the catching, South Africa's catching perhaps let them down a little bit, but the outfielding's been good. As it would have been nice in the backyard of the league. Oh, he's missed it down there. He's missed it. I was just talking about the high standards the outfielders have set, and Harvey's run straight over the top of one. Well, you don't often see that when Australia and South Africa are playing. This is bad news.
Well, believe me, this is one of the best outfields in the world. You'll be very hard-pressed to find a bobble here. No bobble. He just missed the thing completely.
Oh, good shot. Straight over the top, way down the ground. One bounce for 4. Andrew Hall is having a good day. He made a very good catch in the deep. He didn't disgrace himself with the ball, and now he's making a name for himself with the bat.
Well, Andrew Hall is known for this in the local leagues. He loves bashing it around. I just thought the moment might be too big for him, and of course the firepower too. But the slower ball gets spotted early, and bingo, go and fetch that, Mr. Lee.
That's well played. This could be 4. It's going across this outfield very fast. Yes, it's 4. That's a lovely shot, just a little bit too straight. He just helped that one on its way. Oh, good shot, great shot, Callis. Oh, he's hit that one straight down the ground, bouncing away for 4. 2 balls, 2 fours. Callis has decided It's you or me, mate. There we go again. Nicely driven away, beautifully driven away. Will this get to the boundary? Yes, 3 fours in a row, 12 or 3 balls. Great batting by Callis. This is a wonderful exhibition of taking the initiative. That's what most big-time sport is about. If you can take the initiative at the right time, you win matches for your team.
Well, and listen to that crowd come alive. They've stood as one here after this third wondering for 4. Don't they love this?
Through the gap for 4. Slower ball, brilliantly driven away by Callis. Well, this could end up being a little gem of an half-century as well. He's come in, he's been confronted with Shane Warne, he's hit him for 3 consecutive 4s. And now down the other end, one streaky nick past first slip and then a beautiful cover drive. Over the top, 4. Well played, young man. Andrew Hall has hit Shane Warne straight over the top of mid-off for 4.
Well, that's what I said to you. If he gets half a chance to give it a slog, he will. He's that sort of character. He's impish, and he's got an attitude.
In the air, that's him, out, straight to extra cover. Well, Shane Warne struck. That was a big mistake. That was a big mistake. There was no need for him to drive away. Having said that, if that's the way he plays, that's the way he should continue playing. This young man should be very proud of this innings he's played. He's had experienced cricketers around him. Andrew Hall, in his comeback innings, has ended up making 46. However, he's holed out to Shane Warne at extra cover. A blow for South Africa, but don't forget his contribution. Wonderful performance, 91 for 3. Who doesn't take too many backward steps. 30 years of age, a lot of matches, a lot of runs, a good average and a very good strike rate.
There's an outside edge and he's gone. It's a very good catch by Mark Waugh. He has got a great pair of hands. So Brett Lee has been brought back into the attack and he is struck straight away.
Good captaincy by Steve Waugh. Jacques Kallis, a danger man. Big danger man for Australia, Jacques Kallis. He had played so well, composed, good defence, good aggression. But this time just playing a bit of a loose shot at a good length ball, going away from him. Lee delighted. He's bowled so well and he's pumped up, as everyone here at the Wanderers is. This is some sort of contest. So Jacques Kallis, after a very well played 30, he departs. Well caught by Mark Waugh, slip off Brett Lee, and South Africa now even Stevens again. What a game, 91 for 4. I really think Nicky Boye's got a very good head on his shoulders. BMT, big match champion, he certainly has. And one of the reasons why he didn't bowl today, I think, when Shaun Pollock wanted to use him, Steve Waugh was at the crease, and Steve Waugh against spinners just does not hang about.
Quick delivery, a Yorker just going past the off stump. That's very close. Gone. Cyril Mitchley sticks the finger up. Nicky Boye doesn't get off the mark, and Brett Lee has done some serious damage here for Australia. Not only is it a maiden, but it's also 2 wickets. 91 for 4. Correction, 91 for 5.
Well, that ball pitches on, straightens into Nicky Boye, and I don't think there's any doubt about that. That would have hit the stumps. It pitched on line, and umpire Cyril Mitchley says you're on your way. So Nicky Boye, I'm afraid, did not trouble the scorers. So South Africa now are really struggling a bit. 91 for 5.
Just 23 years of age, playing his 63rd game, averaging not matching his ability. High score of 68. This is India and Nagpur not so long ago. Outside half of the bat, very, very good fielding. And also pretty tidy backing up, but they're going to steal the second run, so that's good running. Well, that's very, very good work from Adam Gilchrist. Now, Brett Lee was up. Gilchrist wasn't, so must have just come off the pad. But, gee, he got down the leg side so quickly. It's a lovely shot. Mark Boucher's just rocked onto the front foot. He got a big stride in, and he's just punched Brett Lee for 4 and threw mid off. Terrific shot. 102 for 5.
Full toss straight away, and will it go through the field? It's gone through the field for 4, so that's not a good start for Shane Lee. This game is all about confidence, and if you produce a full toss first up and it's hit for 4, that creates a bit of worry.
Another one.
There's a dare. That's 4. That's 4. That's very well played. Shane Lee standing there looking as if it was unlucky. Well, it was a tremendous shot as a full toss, and it deserved exactly what it got. Oh, well played. Oh, no, he's in it straight to mid-on. That's a disaster. Shane Warne has done exactly what he wanted to do. He's kept the pressure on Jonty Rhodes. All his experience, all those good things about his temperament. In that situation, in the bull ring here in Joburg, he's lofted one up to mid-on. Please explain, Farney.
No, I'm telling you, it's amazing what happens when runs are not scored. And again, especially against Shane Warne. Now, I wonder if it was really necessary to take him on, rather wait for Shane Lee on the other side. It's absolutely amazing.
So there it is, 122 for 6. A roar in the bull ring as Lance Klusener makes his way out of the centre. He brought this country to its feet during the World Cup, where he played shots that some will say they've never seen the likes of before. A wonderful World Cup, slightly out of form now. In the air, oh, fingertips, 4. That was a pretty good effort, actually. The ball was in the air for a while. Warne went a long way. I think he may have got a fingertip to it, maybe not.
It's in the air, and it's over the top of mid-on. A couple of bounces and over the rope. Wow, that's an important blow for Klusener. He needs 1 or 2 of those to really click into gear. I think he fancies Shane Lee.
That's short. He's pulled that one away. That's going to go. It's going to go. Yes, into the boundary for 4. Into the fence for 4. Short delivery.
And this wondrous crowd are on their feet again. That man, Lance Klusener, he's done it so many times for South Africa. The bad balls, they go for 4 or 6. This time 4.
Round the wicket, through the go, that's 4-2. That's 4-2. A little short outside off stump. He's bowling it a little bit too fast. The whole idea of bowling these off spinners is to bowl them nice and slowly and to make the batsman do the work. In the air, wide of the fieldsman fall. Slightly short, Klusener onto it in a flash. Wonderful shot. Well, this is what he's so good at. Oh, straight drive. What a wonderful shot. Lance Klusener has smashed that past Glenn McGrath for 4 in magnificent style. Well, I think Lance Klusener is back with a bat. And the wicket to Klusener. That's 4. That's 4 as well. This bloke is unbelievable. Oh, that's beaten the fielder. That's 4 as well. Well, the incredible thing about him is that it's even his mishits that create problems for the fielders.
And he realised fine leg was up, so he took a little bit of a chance by playing a little bit across the line. But he got enough bat on it to go wide of man in the circle. And the team rides, as does the crowd. What a player.
Oh, it's in the air, 4. Beautifully played. Into the fence for 4. There's just nothing they can do about it. South Africa are going to win this match, and they're going to win it in fine style. And, well, what an innings that's turned out to be. Klusner, 52 for 49 balls. He'll be the talk of the whole of South Africa. Oh, good shot through the offside field. Boucher, that's his half century as well, and thoroughly deserved. He's a wonderful cricketer, and he's been the Rock of Gibraltar out there. Down the other end, he has created the situations for his team, and in particular for Klusner. Boy, these two cricketers, they've got some talent. One to get. That's it. Wonderful cover drive. A great game of cricket. A wonderful series. And the victors, the South Africans, against the odds. They have played superb cricket. Everyone knows that these South Africans are great fighters. And the Australians, well, they're gathering around the two batsmen out there at the moment. And I think every single one of them would recognise what a superb knock Klusner has played. And, well, one shouldn't lose sight either of Boucher. The two of them have played wonderfully.
What a wonderful game of cricket that was. Both sides had their chances. Australia when they took Kirsten and Gibbs early, then Hall and Cullis fighting back, and then finally South Africa wrapping it up with a wonderful partnership really from the much underrated Mark Boucher, who was a very good batsman at this level, 55 not out from 89 balls, and Lance